She lied in a murder case, and the judge didn't hold back.
It states in this PSI that her stable employment, parental responsibilities, and minimal prior criminal records support the feasibility of probation as a means to rehabilitate rather than to punish. And we feel like having a straight probation will be more of a punishment rather than a rehabilitation, so that she can self-correct and be productive and have the opportunity to move forward in life without this conviction. So, Your Honor, we are asking for deferred adjudication in the range of 3 to 5 years if possible, so that Ms. Wade can prove that this will not happen again.
Thank you, Ms. Holmes. Mr. Coleman?
Your Honor, Ms. Holmes characterized her lie to the grand jury as just simply a lie about being in who she was in the car with. She lied about being in the car with someone who law enforcement strongly suspects had just shot up an innocent man at a Zydeco trail ride rodeo arena. That's what she lied about, Judge. Law enforcement suspects and has good information that she was present when this innocent man was shot by this suspect who she lied about riding in the car with. Law enforcement has good reason to believe, and I believe as well, that she holds the key, has information that could bring that family of the defendants some justice, some closure, and help solve that unsolved murder and prosecute the person that's responsible for it, Judge. The nature and the gravity of this offense requires, Judge, it pains me to even have to offer probation, Judge, but there are certain realities that I have to deal with and that necessitate me making this offer of probation. That family has to live with the loss of their loved one and possibly that crime not being solved. And if they can live with that, Judge, this defendant can live with a felony conviction on her record for not, in my opinion, being completely truthful, providing all the information that she has. It is tantamount to obstruction or hindering a prosecution, what this defendant has done and what she continues to do, Judge. She's fortunate that all I can do at this point is offer straight post-conviction probation and not tee her up with your I am imploring the court, please, to put her on a straight probation, post-conviction probation, Judge, with as many conditions as the court sees fit.
So, Ms. Wade, I don't know if you've been in here all morning, but I've had a couple of tough sentencings. The information that you he's right. You know, you didn't do, we're not just talking about some crime, we're talking about a murder that you lied about. That still, when maybe never will be resolved. So I understand and agree with Mr. Coleman. The other side of that, other than that day, you've never been in trouble. And I don't know if there's a fear, if there's someone pressuring you, or those types of things, which I wouldn't be surprised of based on the people that we were dealing with regard to that murder charge. Ms. Holmes is correct, though, that, there are offers and agreements every day in here for worse offenses, where I do give deferred probation, where people actually shoot people in aggravated assaults and things like that, and robberies. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to give you an opportunity today and defer all proceedings and place you on probation. I am going to place you on probation for 10 years. So Ms. Holmes gets part of what she wants, and hopefully Mr. Coleman will feel a little more secure knowing that you will be under probation's watch for up to 10 years. I am going to order a $1,000 fine, order that you follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. Now, that is going to include, and I don't know what relationship you had with anyone that was in that vehicle. But you will be ordered as a condition of your probation to have no contact or communication with any of them. That includes John Gutierrez and Shamar Johnson and Patrick Charles. Okay, are those the three?
Yes, sir.
Can I say something? Shamar Johnson is, we have the same niece.
They're related.
We're related.
Okay. We can't go to family members. You can't be around them right now until I give you permission to be around them. So if there's a family get-together, one of you gets to go and one of you doesn't. That's part of the consequences of your actions. Okay? He was in the truck also, and I don't know what he knows or did, but obviously everybody that was in that vehicle probably has some information about something terrible that happened that day. Otherwise, there wouldn't have been the lies told. So you don't get to be around him, period. Do you understand? Okay. If you do everything that you're supposed to while you're on this probation, this is an excellent opportunity because you do not have a felony conviction on your record. Oh, sorry. And if you successfully complete the probation, then you will never have a felony conviction. The case will be dismissed. The other side of that, however, is if you violate any condition of probation at all, you'll be brought back into court and you could be found guilty and you could be sent to prison for up to 10 years. Do you understand? Yes, sir.
Sorry to interrupt, Your Honor. Would the court entertain or at least consider some jail time as a condition of his probation? And if any of the alternative, maybe a condition of serving at least 1 day or 1 weekend in jail on the anniversary of the death of the victim in this case.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. She is not charged with murder.
Hold on. I'm not. Here's the thing, Miss. Hold on. It's fine, Miss. I appreciate that Miss Richards is. I'm not going to put her in jail today if she's taking care of a child. But here's the thing, Miss Richards. Some people. I'm sorry. Wrong. Okay, Miss Wade. I was looking at the wrong thing. Miss Wade. A lot of people, and Miss Holmes can tell you this. There was a time where I would give probation. People would come back, they'd mess up. Sometimes I'm given some extra chances. Those days are gone. This is your chance. This is your chance. So if you violate, I can assure you that if we're standing in here, this man right here is going to remind me of what I should have done the first time with the conviction and possibly prison or send you to jail up front. So you need to do everything you're supposed to. Follow all of the rules, and if you do that, again, this is your opportunity to put this behind you, continue living your life like it looks like the rest of the way you've been living it, other than on that day, hopefully. Right? Makes sense?